Welcome to the Randy Rex Show. I hope that this past week has found you with peace, calmness, love, motivation, and gratitude. Survivor 49, it's alive. Who would have thought the season is finally on and kicking? We had a good episode this past week with the blind side of Shannon. Now I can use my reality TV guru knowledge, mind, energy, whatever I'm trying to say towards what's going to happen next in this season. Because I knew that Shannon was going to go. I think I was off maybe like a week, maybe 2 weeks. But I'm proud for the call that I had. It was so dramatic because they had another swap. And this just goes to show you, people have been down on this season. I've been down on this season. And they're doing all of this shit that they've never done before in the new era. And I'm glad that they did. It really put us in the position where we got Sage and Shannon with their fellow original Uli tribe member, Jawan. So you have these three people on the same tribe with one person from Hina, Steven. And it was just so beautifully done. Even just with this edit, with them specifically, I will give my hats off to Survivor for Survivor 49 in that respect. One thing that I have talked about a lot is Survivor 50 and how Survivor 50 is this huge shadow, this huge cloud over 49. And, it's a discussion that is out there. It's like not even just like something that I have talked about. And it's just sad to see it play out because I don't think that people would be that down on this season if it wasn't right before this amazing epic season that's about to happen next year. But yeah, so finally now we're getting some action and it's so well done because at the end of the episode, after they lose, you see Shannon talking to Jawan. And this was a really good episode of Survivor. I loved it. And I watched it maybe like 3 times now. Shannon goes to Jawan. And they're talking about the vote and how, obviously, because they are all from the original Uli tribe, it's easy for them just to gravitate back to that bond and be like, okay, it's the 3 of us, we're Uli strong, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, okay, I believe her, I believe him. And then, bam, she's telling us how it's better for her to keep Steven. And then so she's talking to Steven. And she's telling him, the plan with the 2 of them and Sage. And it's like the same thing. Okay, so I guess we were wrong to believe her talk with Jawan. Here she is. This is really her plan. But not so fast. Steven sees Shannon the shark coming a mile away. He says this. He says she's a shark. She comes out, and next we see. Well, first and foremost, Steven tells us, I don't really have a say. It's up to the Uli tribe. The three other people going to tribal with him because, Shannon and Sage are either going to be together and bring him along, or Sage and Jawan are going to bring him along and go against Shannon. He doesn't really have a say. It's whoever has the numbers. That's where he's going to go. So after that, we finally see Shannon talk to Sage. And we got to see the other Sophie this episode, and I loved what we got from her. But to stick with Sage and Shannon, Sage, like, we've been seeing little nuggets of her rolling her eyes to the camera whenever she has to deal with Shannon, and she doesn't like her. She tells us, like, yeah, no, I'm getting this girl out. We are voting her out. And she goes to Jawan and tells him that Shannon wants him to be the one to go. And, that they want to pull in Steven, basically. And that's what they do. Shannon is blindsided. She's voted out. And it's so funny because I don't even know what she says as she's, like, getting her torch and leaving, but Shannon rolls her eyes. Oh my god, it's such great TV. And then to cap it all off, Shannon goes. Oh my god, that's what it was. As soon as she gets up, she's like, "It's okay, hugs, hugs," and Shannon just rolls her eyes like, "No." And it was so funny because you even see Shannon, like, she's like telling them, like, "Get up, come hug me." Sage did not go over there and hug her. She did get up. She put her hand out. She's like, "I want to shake your hand because I want the hug to be genuine." Whatever, yada, yada, yada. It's just not authentic. She wants it to be authentic. And Shannon's like, "Whatever, I get it. I love you. Yada, yada, yada. Take care." And that's the episode. It was a good episode. The whole talk about, like, 50, and apparently Rizzo and Savannah are the characters, are the players that are going to come back in 50. We didn't get really much of Savannah this episode. We got a little bit of her in the beginning of the episode talking about to Jawan, making him feel like they're safe. This is before the swap, so they're still together at this point. And she tells us that he is next. And then you get a little bit of her later on, but nothing that really stuck out. And then you get Rizzo with his little Aussie moment and the fishing equipment. They seem great. I'm not even going to be, like, rude. I can't be rude about it. Like, they're fine. They're not even fine. They're great, I'm not going to take anything away from them, but I don't know. Again, not to be rude, but, like, as so far as, like, this season goes, it's not like, oh yes, I need to see Savannah. I need to see Rizzo again. Like, they haven't really done anything. So I just hate that I think of them in that context. But I don't know. It is what it is. Like, I guess they had to release the Survivor 50 cast when they did, which was at the end of 48, right before 49. So again, this huge cloud, this shadow over 49. And there was that whole thing of, like, okay, you're bringing back 24 players and you didn't bring back Teresa T-Bird Cooper, Bryce Isaiah Johnson. I could go on. But, and then they brought back so many people from, like, the new era. And it's, like, Survivor 50. People are thinking like, okay, you need to bring back these people that are probably never going to get a chance to play again. Jonathan Pinner, or that are never going to want to play again. Recently, Sydney Gillen came out with an interview with Rob, and apparently she was also a contender. Like, oh my god! And it's not that she's like in her later days like some of the other contestants, but she is a athlete. She does all of this amazing shit in that sphere, in that world. She has all of these accomplishments that I can't even name right now. But yeah, like, you're telling us you're gonna bring back 24 people for 50, but so many of them, such a big percent of it is gonna be from just the last 5 years. Like, Survivor has been going on for 25 years. And I think that was another big thing that stuck with me and a lot of other people, where it's like, again, it's Survivor 50. This is a big deal. The show's been around for 25 years. How and why are you going to put a magnifying glass on such a small part of that time and ignore a large part of that time? So, I maybe if I say this, I can let it go, because it's sounding to me like I resented those Survivor 49 characters. I don't even want to call them by their names, because it isn't anything personal. It just is like those people. It could have been anyone. I don't even know if those are the people coming back for 49. That's just what everyone is saying. That's what I've heard. But like, at this point, like, I don't know who wins, but like, I want to see Sage. I would like to see Sage back. I would like to see the gentleman that got medically evacuated back. Not to be rude or funny, but I don't know. The other two people have not really popped for me. And again, it's not anything against them. They could be popping all over the place on that island, but maybe they're just not showing it to us, and why. But anyway, that was Survivor 49. I really liked the episode. Okay, who am I kidding? I loved the episode. Cannot wait for this next episode coming up, the merge. That's my show for this week. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a great week. And until next time, love you. Bye.